Doing the Oracle training and certification with Samaya was a hugely positive experience and has had a really significant impact on my life at many, many levels. It was, I think, a huge turning point in moving me out of a sense of kind of skepticism and vagueness and being quite insecure about my abilities when it comes to reading energy or channeling or even being an oracle, even owning that as any kind of role or title, into fully stepping into this aspect of myself and really allowing myself to take up this role and be in service to others and support others to really reclaim that aspect of themselves. And I think what it offered me was many things on different levels, but especially the pragmatic focus that Samaya has on energy reading and getting stuck into the practice and really just like recognizing that you're doing it, that it's not fake, that you're getting, you know, accurate feedback, like positive feedback on your accuracy, fine tuning where stuff is getting in the way and you're not reading accurately, maybe shadow stuff or your mind getting in the way, and just getting into that environment of practice, like being really excited to discover new things and understand that, oh yeah, you really are reading energy, not just kind of like sort of or low key, but that this is an aspect potentially, certainly for me, of like how I was operating without even realizing it. So it was bringing that to consciousness, getting much more confident in my abilities, developing those abilities, and developing a sense of accuracy in different areas, whether it's reading situations or people or places, like understanding that energy is everywhere and everything. And then also, what it did for me, I think, very importantly, was Samaya really helped me to own this aspect of my identity and has always held space for me in that way as a mentor, to see myself as someone much more powerful than I was willing to admit, and to allow those intuitive aspects to find their place and settle in my being in a way that was like respectful and gentle, but always pushing me towards owning my own power and not hiding so much. So this has just been so invaluable in my journey as a woman, as an oracle, as a mystic in this modern world where we are reclaiming these roles. Being in this kind of environment, this mystery school environment with Samaya, is just such a nourishing space to actually kind of foster that and kind of incubate, when you're feeling more vulnerable about it, and to really, yeah, be nudged into owning your own power at your own pace. And also, I think it helped me to see that I don't necessarily do it in the same way that everybody else does. We all have a unique way. But being in this practice group with other people who all had very different skills and abilities, different ways of describing the energy or reading it, some people were a lot more nuanced and wordy and detailed. Others are much more kind of clean, clear, and direct and cut straight through to the essence. And we're all meant to be using our abilities in different ways. So I think it helped me to understand the diversity um, across the board of like people's skills and abilities and roles in the world, and therefore helped me to own mine and my own emphasis on sovereignty and bringing all these fragmented aspects of ourselves back into wholeness. I don't think that I could be holding such a sovereign space and such a place of feeling really integrated, and confident in these different parts of me for other women if I hadn't had that modeled and held for me. So if you are sort of doing different trainings and sort of still staying or like learning a lot of stuff, reading a lot of stuff, but feeling like you haven't quite tipped over into the edge of really embodying and applying and integrating your intuitive abilities, your psychic abilities, your energy reading capacities, I really, really recommend Samaya's container, and all her containers really, when it comes to owning your power, but doing that in a way that's not like delusional or not just a kind of an empty statement. It's not like we can wake up one day and own our power, but I think what's so helpful about the training is that it's actually based on developing your skills and ability in a really pragmatic, concrete way that actually makes a difference to how you practice and enhances your whatever modality you're working in. It can only ever enhance that. And it also, I think, really enhances the level of integrity in how you show up in the world, because I know now how to identify where I'm maybe lacking in something or I don't understand it. Like I'm not lying to myself about it anymore or not hiding from things. It's like I have this sense of being able to stay curious and ask and delve in and check things and ask for feedback and keep on developing my abilities. So it's been really invaluable. a huge turning point in my life in terms of taking myself seriously as a psychic, a channel, an oracle, and a guide and leader, an intuitive feminine leader in the world. And I think that many of you are here to do and be the same. And it's so important that we have the right skills and the level of integrity to do that, to really, really make a difference in the world.